But I wanted to ask something like more further down the line of more like when you were, you know, the owner running like DVS and like having your friends like Jeron on there. Was there ever like a weird time between you guys of like him being your Jeron, like, or Tim being your boss in a weird way?
For me, no, I never really, I felt comfortable just obviously being under the helm regardless. And I know that Tim probably felt pressure in a sense of like trying to live up to like, man, I got to make sure that I take care of these guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I felt as long as I was doing my part and making sure that I, you know, lived up to my skateboarding and then I would be okay. But then sometimes business gets involved, dude. And it is what it is. Not that I've ever had that type of ill will or feeling towards Tim at all, because I wouldn't be on this journey hadn't met Tim. So,
but plus Tim's cut from the same cloth, you know, skateboarders, like looking out, like you just said, looking out for all the dudes and stuff like that. So you kind of had that trust right there immediately. For sure.
And I mean, I know Gav, you know, I mean, he's the biggest heart ever in that sense of really, if there was ever something that needed to be done, it was like, it had to be like the end all be. It wouldn't just be like well, we got to do it. You know, it's got to be like, it's come to this point, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's,
And I think Gavin, I don't know, but it's hard to put on those hats, right? It's like you got your friends with all these guys, and then you got to put on your business hat and say, hey, look, this is not your friend Gavin. This is like business Gav, or you know what I mean? Like,
no, what was hard is I had partners.
Right.
So it wasn't just my company.
Yeah.
That was the hardest part, because some of the things that I really believed in, I couldn't see it through.
Right.
You know what I mean? And those were the ones that were the most difficult.
I could see that.
That and not being able to take care of more people, you know, because again, it was like, there's so much loyalty. And I think why Kelly really liked the whole girl thing, it's because it was real. It was authentic.
Yeah.
It was us. It wasn't us trying to make a video or to do anything. What was seen was just us in real time in that environment.
Yeah.
And it was special. But, you know, that loyalty to not leave people behind, created chocolate, and then, you know, Royal Trucks, and then 4-Star. And, you know, you just you want to take care of everyone.
Right.
But then there's business.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like impossible. So, you know, we started DVS, and, you know, I think Jeron had a big influence on Maddox with Day One, and we started Maddox because of this. And, you know, then, you know, I wanted to just keep bringing more people in because we had that opportunity, or I saw that opportunity, and I wanted everything under my roof, so to speak.
Sure.
So we did Lakai, and then Clay, and then, you know, if things would have worked out perfectly, to be honest, I would have wanted Jeron to have his own little company. Right. And then maybe Daniel could have started a clothing company for smaller people, or, you know, or whatever it was. Like, everyone had a little something. It just kept going. But it's too hard like that.
But that's one of those things too, Gav, like early on, you had, not to cut you off, like early on, you already had that kind of mentality, dude. Just how you did with me. Yeah. And it's like leave no one behind type shit. Like you had that early on, which is like a telltale of where everything transpired throughout your career, you know?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, you just, like, you already had that in you.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and I wish, you know, it's hard because I do, you know, it's hard to not, it's like you want to take care of everyone. Yeah. I think, you know, but, you know, was it hard to answer Kelly's question? Was it hard for me to be, Jeron had no problem with it. That fucker was stealing shit. He was taking shoes out. But look, he knew I wouldn't care. Like, I knew Jeron was like, it's all good. That's part of the game.
I went into the sample room a little bit.
But Jeron knows, like, that's like what Gav's going to say not to when he was participating in it a couple years back.
Dude, that's so crazy. That must have been a trip to be
Yeah.
like,
I didn't look at it as I'm. First of all, it's pushing the product, and the shit is getting out there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So whether or not I'm doing it or they're doing it, it's getting out there.
It's getting
so
out
we're
there.
pushing the brand regardless.
Yeah,
if
yeah.
I'm getting a little bit of side change in my pocket.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. But in a sense, that's how we grew up, though.
Of course.
We grew up like with that side hustle.
And I didn't think, to be honest with you, I didn't think I was like actually stealing from, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wasn't actually stealing. This is.
Well, let's ask the
no,
boss.
no.
Let's ask the boss.
No, he wasn't. Look, it's like prison mentality. Like, in the warehouse, I see Jeron, we catch eyes. And I know he's heading to the back near the product, and I just leave.
You give a little wink and a smile.
I was shooting a few baskets, and then I'd see Gav leave, and I'm fucking go to.
Gav left the gate open.
Yeah.
No, I would be like, Gabe, can I get the key? Can you open that?
Yeah. But Jeron grabbed whatever he wanted, but he got 2 feet. And you skate there, you probably need maybe 4 to 6 pairs of shoes. Yeah, he's grabbing 20, 24, you know what I mean? Which is fine, because that's the way it works. But that's just the way it works.
I love this.
It wasn't that excessive, but it might as well.
Whatever it was, yeah.
Oh, God.
And what am I going to, Jeron knows.
It's so good.
Look, if I try to call Jeron out, Jeron grew up fast. And Jeron's a nice guy, but he ain't a pushover. He'd be like, Gav, really? I would have had to just. So it's almost like, do you want to be put in your spot? Who wants to put someone in their spot? Neither of us. So just shut the fuck up and turn your back.
Right. A smile and a wink, and you're going.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's how it goes down.
Man.
That's how it goes down.
Yeah.
It's so funny, man. Like DVS, World Days. You guys lived through like some great eras.
In hindsight, when I think about it, I'm like, this is like fucking movie shit.
Crazy.
Sorry to say this. I'm not even sorry, but like, it's crazy to me that like I grew up on this stuff and whatever, and you guys were like at the top of what I was watching. Does that make sense? Like Gavin, that's wild to me that I'm even talking to you guys, because it literally shaped who I am as a person in a weird way. Like just what I loved as a kid, So that's why I trip out.
I love that about you, Kelly. You've really this skateboarding. I mean, it's impactful for everybody, it's different for everybody. Yeah. But for you, it. Not that it wasn't like that for me, because I definitely had those people that I looked up to, and I'm like, fuck, I can't believe. Even with Guy, like dead ass, I'm like, wow. I looked up to this dude from a Valley standpoint, and like, fuck, he's doing backside fucking 360s off this loading dock, grabbing this note, just crazy, like so perfect, and that's like my fucking dog. That's like my dog, like my guy.
Yeah, you guys are like best friends right now.
And like our kids hang. It's just so bizarre, but so I feel you in that realm.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, that's
and
awesome.
likewise with Tim, I'm like, I can't believe that these guys are my fucking dear friends / like family now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
No, for sure.
It blows my mind.
And
So
you guys
I
have-
feel you in that.
And you guys have been on this long journey with each other. It's crazy. That's so cool, man.
Yeah,
It's a blessing.
No, I
man.
look at some other dudes, and I like, thank God they're not my friends. You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't know the life. I couldn't live that life to have douchey friends. Like it's so, like our friends are exciting. Everyone's. Like to go to the beach the other day, we just pick up right where we left off, dude.
So true.
Right.
So true. And then, just seeing you, Chris. Chris is over there skating. Me and Jeron are shooting the shit. Jeron leaves to get a burger with who was that?
Mike Mo.
Yeah, you and Mo. And then it's just super rad. Just to, there's no catch up. It's like you pick up right where you left off.
It is
Totally. And I haven't even spoke to you, Gavin, in a long time either. And like,
What's the first words I said to you?
You were like, geez, what diet are you on?
Oh, yeah.
And then I responded, obviously not the same one you're on.
That is 100% true.
But you know what I mean, though? It's like, it's that riffing. It's that riffing and just,
That's so sick, dude. That's so cool.
Followed up by, I want to come on the fucking, come on again.
Anytime you need the Gav back on, you let me know. And here you are.
Oh, yeah. Dude, you're awesome. Yeah.